On September 24th, 2025, New York City resident IMASUKA hosted a Battle Network fan meetup. These meetups generally happen once every 1 or 2 months, with a Battle Network 6 tournament as the main event. I had the privilege to attend this event, participate in, and do commentary for the tournament, and it was amazing. We got to see strategies like Buster Up Spam, Fire Hit 3 with Charge Cross, Corn Fiesta Program Advance, and one amateur player even tried running a Big Hook Freeze folder. But the most hyped matchup was the one between first-time participant InYourFace and the apparent heel Navi DeltaMachina. What happens when both players bring folders with high damage output in a tournament setting? You end up with situations like these.
This is a nice match.
That's gonna be it.
Well, we made it to the custom stream.
So let's break down this match between InYourFace and Delta to see how we got to this point and if InYourFace managed to make a comeback. But first, let's talk a bit about the folders each player was using. First up, we have InYourFace. He was running high damage options including Neo Variable Sword, Muramasa, the Bodyguard Program Advance, and my personal favorite, Double Point with Risky Honey 3. He was also using Meteor Knuckles as his Giga Chip, but there's a catch. In addition to these high power chips, InYourFace was also running a bugged Navi customizer with an interesting program, Giga Folder +1, letting him also run Hub Batch as a second Giga Chip. Since InYourFace wanted to find both Hub Batch and Bug Fix as soon as he can with the setup, he was of course relying on his Dust Cross. On the opposite side, we have DeltaMachina. Delta was running a folder with numerous chip combos to deal big damage. In the S code, he had the combination of Aqua Dragon and Bubble Star. And in the T code, he was running the combination of Wood and Heat Dragons. These chips alongside Geddon let Delta manipulate panel types to his advantage. In addition to these chips, Delta was running the T-Bro Navi chips, Tomahawkman and Tenguman SP, as well as Meteor Knuckles as his own Giga Chip. So, with damage potentials through the roof in this matchup, how exactly does it pan out? Game 1 starts and we immediately see that InYourFace preset Full Cust, whereas Delta has preset Element Man. InYourFace goes for a Judge Ban just before Delta managed to use Area Grab, letting InYourFace do some good damage to start and keep area size even. This leads to an immediate Full Cust. Since Delta had locked in his dragons on the previous turn, he decided to keep them going into turn 2, while InYourFace started to dig for his Hub Batch and Bug Fix. Keeping his dragons ends up paying off for Delta, who deals major damage on turn 2 with the Wood and Heat Dragon combo. But on turn 3, InYourFace finds his Hub Batch, though something much more important happens on this turn. Since InYourFace has a movement bug, Delta was safe to stay in his middle row and fire off a Bubble Star, which InYourFace dodged. On top of that, the movement bug let InYourFace dodge a follow-up Aqua Dragon as well. Clearly, having the movement bug actually paid off for InYourFace here. This leads into turn 4, where InYourFace gets his Bug Fix. Luckily for Delta, he used Life Aura at the perfect time, preventing InYourFace from getting a Double Point and Beast combo with Tomahawk Cross active, instead forcing InYourFace to go into Tengu Cross on the next turn as Delta went into Aqua Beast. Once Life Aura is gone, InYourFace deals 750 damage with the bees after blocking an Aqua Dragon. However, Rush is revealed on Delta's side, giving him some breathing room. With area control in Delta's favor, he goes for some Aqua Spirals, landing the second one to freeze InYourFace. This is where we get the hype moment. With InYourFace stuck in his back column, Delta was able to fire off his Winged Boomerangs as InYourFace gets a 3-hit Knuckles. And with Wood Dragon bringing InYourFace to 1 HP, we see the hype moment. InYourFace is left at 1 HP, but barely manages to get into his custom window. With Life Aura ready, InYourFace was in position to make the comeback, but the Feather Buster was already active, giving Delta Game 1. Game 2 gives us an interesting field for a False or Mirror match, as both players immediately lock in Dust Cross to take advantage of the rock cubes on the field. Delta takes the cubes for himself, and both players activate their Life Auras, with InYourFace barely keeping his aura up as a rock cube was shot towards him. Both players use Dust Cross to start digging through their folders in the custom window, and both players are rewarded with wind chips to deal with the opposing aura. InYourFace gets Tenguman, and Delta gets his Air Spin, though he loses his Tomahawkman SP due to anti-Navi. The crucial moment in the turn, however, is Delta landing Erase Man, decrossing InYourFace, who still hadn't found his Bug Fix or his Hub Batch. InYourFace returns the favor, but Delta was at the advantage as he wasn't running a bugged customizer. On the next turn, InYourFace catches a break, going for a Judgment and eating an accidental invis time freeze counter. And he also lands a cross/Neo variable as a follow-up, dealing huge damage, but also makes Delta's Megaman angry, giving Delta a double damage Heat Dragon. In the next custom window, we start to see how important Bug Fix was for InYourFace. He was now down to 4 chips in the turn and needed to lock in all 4 to try and find that bug fix as soon as possible. Delta seemingly missed a bubble star during the turn, but initiated a crucial TFC moment. InYourFace pulls off a massive 6-hit meteor knuckle, which would have deleted had Delta not been on his center panel. And then, Delta gets a huge grab banish to push InYourFace back into that earlier bubble star, then lands an Aqua Dragon. Both players are at low HP, but InYourFace gets off an invis and brings Delta low with the machine gun. And yet, with some amazing dodging, Delta puts himself in the same position InYourFace was in during game 1, barely getting into a custom window at just 2 HP. And here, we can see how the custom bug is really hurting InYourFace, who only has 3 chips to choose from and no defensive options. Delta on the other hand is able to lock in invis, guaranteeing himself the win as he fires off one final meteor knuckle. That match was quick, but insanely close. With both players at under 3 HP, they managed to barely get into a custom window at the last second, though unfortunately for InYourFace, he ended up getting deleted immediately after that window closed in game 1. Overall, this match was really hyped up, and the crowd spectating the tournament were enjoying all of it. And I love how this match showcases both the pros and cons of running a bugged Navi customizer, with InYourFace being able to dodge Bubble Star and Aqua Dragon in game 1 thanks to the movement bug, but ultimately losing game 2 due to a low chip selection due to the custom bug. If you enjoyed this matchup and my breakdown of it, please give this video a like and consider subscribing to my channel. I make a lot of content relating to the Megaman Battle Network games, so if you enjoy that series, there's a lot here for you as well. And make sure to follow IMASUKA on Twitch to catch the next New York City meetup tournament live. The link to this tournament, as well as to IMASUKA's Twitch channel, will be in the description below. And as always, thanks for watching.